Good morning. It is about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I thought I would record a little bit because I am doing my homework for this. They said it's not called homework, but you know, it's a little workbook guide to go through and reflect on your grief. And then I've got my 5-minute journal that I promised to do, and then I've got letters to my wife. So the trend has been that this is so high. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. The trend has been that I will try to go to sleep when the kids go to sleep. It's usually that I fall asleep next to them, and then that's at about 8 o'clock on a good night, and then I'll wake up at about sometimes 12, 12:30 or 1 typically on my own. Just kind of, I shoot up, my eyes are wide open, and I instantly wake up. That's when I will come out here to the living room, clean, organize, and get stuff prepped for the day, and then I'm up the rest of the day. So that's not enough sleep, I know. I've talked to my therapist about it, my doctor about it. There's things that I could do to help with that, but I want to just try to keep going and get on a schedule and improve each day with this weird sleep schedule that I got going on. But that's kind of been common, is a couple hours of sleep and then wake up and I'm up for the day. I feel tired throughout the day, but not like overly exhausted. My brain's just going all the time. So I thought, since I'm up, a couple things I wanted to talk about. One, I just went through stuff, rocks and stuff that you guys have sent. Among other things like tiles, and somebody's like a mosaic artist. Somebody sent a little hook with a hanging little engraved heart. I mean, the most special things, and I'm gonna put them out this morning. And one thing with this new schedule is I get to step outside and see the sunrise and enjoy my coffee. So although I'm not sleeping and it sucks, I do get some joy out of it. It's quiet as it is right now. My dryer's going off. I get laundry done. The house stays pretty clean. And then I get to go outside. It's nice and cold and enjoy the sunrise. And it's pretty. So I thought, when I go out to do my little sip and enjoy the sunrise, because Jenny told me to do that, go stare at a sunrise and think of her, I'll put the last batch, the most recent batch of rocks and stones out, and then show you guys a little bit of where we're at with the garden, because I keep promising and I keep forgetting to show you, and it's so pretty. I had 2 more neighbors approach me today and let me know how pretty it is, and it's special. It really brings a smile to my face every time I pull up to the house. Every time we leave, the kids say bye to Mommy's rocks. It's super cute. So with the homework, the point of what I wanted to say was, I had therapy tonight, and I love my therapist. We always go over great things, and today's was kind of like, where's your heart at right now? And I feel like my heart is in a very good place. I really do. I was telling her different things that I'm feeling, and work has definitely been distracting me. The kids are doing so well with their childcare and school that my heart is in a very good place. I'm broken, I'm sad, but my heart is in a good place. And one step with new grief in this little program is acceptance. And I don't know if you truly ever accept when something like this happens in your life to your beautiful wife, but you have no choice but to accept your situation. And I see right now 2 amazing, beautiful children and myself who've accepted our situation, and we're going forward. I feel like there's an opportunity out there to not accept it and to, you know, pound my fist and get upset and give up and not participate in daily activities and not want to do anything. And I think there's a lot of opportunity for that, and I'm not doing that. And my kids have that same opportunity. They're not doing it. They're going to school. They're going to childcare. They're doing everything that I could ask. I'm so proud of them. And I'm proud of myself. And that's something hard for me to say, but my therapist said I need to keep saying it, that I'm proud of myself. I could be doing a lot of different things right now in this grief, and I am choosing to do what Jenny asked me to do, was to take care of her babies, give them a great life, and remind them how much their mommy loved them. So that's what we're doing. We're making good choices. And the acceptance comes with, this is our life right now. This is it, right now. We can choose to accept it and roll with it and do the best that we physically can, or we can choose to give up and not participate in things and not do daily activities and not do the best that we can do because it's too hard. And I believe that right now, and it could change day to day, grief changes every single day, every second, but right now we're accepting it, although none of us like it. So I feel like for that first step, acceptance, I feel like, yes, there are so many days where I question why and how, but we've had to accept it. And one thing that cancer gave us was 2.5 years to start grieving. Never did Jenny and I say that the cancer diagnosis meant death, but in the back of our heads and our honesty between me and her, we always admitted that there was definitely a greater chance that Jenny was not going to have as long of a life as she wanted. We knew that. And her being so dang brave allowed us to have a lot of these hard conversations already. What she wanted for her kids, what she wanted for me, how she wanted us to go through our daily life, how she said, when you go back to work, go teach those kids. Go be that teacher for them. Go support them. Go pour your heart into them. And for the past 3 days, it's only been 3 days, I have. And I felt really guilty saying this in therapy, but at work today, for a good portion, my brain had no time to think about Jen. And I told my therapist, she said, why do you feel guilty? I said, I feel like I'm abandoning her when I'm doing these things where my mind is not on everything. And she said, absolutely not. And then I remembered what Jenny told me to do. And she said, go pour your heart into the students. Pour your heart into your children. Enjoy life, because I want to be there and I'm not going to be there. She said, if you go around sulking, you're not going to be able to enjoy all that life has to offer. So although it's hard, I take her with me every day in our new routine. We're only 3 days in. It feels like a long time. We're only 3 days into our new routine. And I take her with me. And I just remember what she told me to do. And I feel so proud to go to work and put smiles on kids' faces, knowing that Jenny's watching and saying, good job. That's what I wanted you to do. Keep going. my wife gave me such great gifts, her honesty, talking about the hard subjects, to where now I have a roadmap. Not everyone in grief gets a roadmap from their loved one. And I think everybody's grief is different. Whether or not you got a roadmap or you were thrown into grief suddenly, I don't know which one's harder, easier. I think they're all completely different and unique. But I'm so thankful for the roadmap Jenny gave us. I really am. And then the other thing we just talked about, besides acceptance, was how grief affects you. And it talks about mental, physical, spiritual. And I wanted to touch on the physical part. I haven't felt physically great, right? There's this weight on your body. There's this, you're not eating 100% like you would normally. You're not taking care of your body. You're just focused on surviving and taking care of the kids, and you kind of forget about yourself. So I said to Jenny's sister, who is my primary helper in this, she takes care of the kids while I'm doing anything else that's not with them. She said, if you want to get a gym membership, which I did, I'll watch the kids on those nights and you can go with Brad. So I joined a gym because Jenny's sister pressured me to do it. And we went tonight. And it was a good feeling. It was hard. I haven't worked out in 3-4 years. I don't even know. Before cancer. And it was great. And I loved it. And I feel physically better this morning than yesterday. Could be an illusion, but I feel better. So I think, grief tries to take a lot from you, and it'll strip you of a lot of things. But you can also make the choice to say, yes, it's affecting me physically, mentally, spiritually, but I can also do things in a healthy way over here to help combat some of those feelings. We're gonna feel sad, we're gonna feel dark, we're gonna feel depressed, but you can also make a choice every day on what you do with those feelings. Do you let them take over and you hide? Maybe, some days, and maybe that's what you need that day. Or do you say, all right, I'm gonna tackle today, even with these feelings in the back of my head? So, I don't know, I really enjoyed therapy today. I also wanted to do a check-in with you guys, because it's been, you saw the video where I started the week, and now we're halfway through, a little farther. And I would say pretty darn successful so far. I would love to improve upon my sleep, but we already talked about that. But with the kids and homework, and like Winnie went to her dance class, Ellis, I signed him up for piano. We're just waiting on the final time and day for that. They're both doing childcare amazingly. They're both going to school and doing so well. They're both smiling when I pick them up. And then I'm doing therapy. I'm going to the gym. I have a grief group now. I mean, we are all doing things to stay busy and to keep our body as fresh and healthy as possible through all this. And I know my wife wants this for us. I know it. I feel it. I know that she's proud. So I'm proud. And I love her so much that I want to do everything in my power to make her proud. I really do. So, the week has been successful so far. We have a couple days left. But I'm really proud to say that the kids and I are navigating this well. We'll see how the coming weeks continue to go. But as of today, I feel very accomplished. And I feel like we're doing it the right way. And it's not to say that anybody grieving in a different way is doing it the wrong way. I feel like everybody has their own way with grief. But I feel like in our house, in our family, in our group, we are doing grief the right way right now. And I'm proud to say that. yeah. So I want to show you guys the garden. I feel like the sun is out enough to where you'll be able to see it. So let's go outside and I'll show you. So here's the newest box full. A lot of good ones this time. This one's so pretty. So let me add them and I'll show you. These are those nuggets. Those find the time to watch the sunrise, to enjoy a beautiful sky, a beautiful morning. And so I love doing this lately. And then the battery died right before I could show you the true extent of Jenny's rock garden. But it is shaping up so nicely. It's so fun. And then you saw that little plaque we put on the fence, and then we also put this up right here. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for adding to this. It's my favorite thing to look at. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.